Welcome again to Light Your World. I sincerely think that one of the first things that every man needs to discover is why they are here on earth. And that is after you have been born again. When you receive Christ, when you are saved, I think the first thing that you should begin to pursue is to know the reason why you are saved. I don't think that when you look at the way the world is designed, when you see everything in its proper place, the order at which everything in existence is positioned, you would know that everyone serves a purpose. You should know that the sun serves a purpose by giving light during the day, and the moon serves a purpose by giving light during the night. The trees, they give out oxygen that we breathe in. Everything has a purpose. Everything that God designed has its purpose. So everyone on this planet Earth was born with a purpose. There was nothing that exists without a purpose. And I think everything God created is fulfilling their purpose, except for some people, especially when it comes to man. Man have refused to probably work in purpose, or maybe fail to discover the purpose why they are here on earth. Because when you see people, lost in pleasure, doing all sorts of things, killings, playing politics, wasting time, you will know that they don't really know why they are here on earth. And when you look at the way the river flows, is pumping water every day, is fulfilling purpose to make sure that humanity have water to drink. When you look at the way the trees, they wear out leaves, get new leaves, do their pollination, produce fruits for man to eat, you will see that those things are fulfilling purpose on daily basis. On daily basis, nature is fulfilling purpose. Every single day you wake up, the sun rises. Every night you see the moon walk out. You see the rain falls in its season, fulfilling purpose. But when you now come to man, you begin to see that men are living as though they don't have a purpose. And that is why it's very important that we discover our purpose on earth. And throughout this month of June, I'll be talking about purpose. That's what I'll be talking about. That's going to be my focus. Because I realize that when you don't discover your purpose, you begin to live a frustrated life. When you don't have a purpose, you could be doing whatever thing you like. Even in fact, it's Dr. Miles Monroe that said that when a purpose of a thing is not known, the abuse is inevitable. And he's right. When people do not know why they are existing, they throw off restraint, they throw off self-control. When a purpose of a thing is not known, you begin to see abuse everywhere. But let me remind you that when you see any manufacturer, God manufactured us. God is our creator. Understand? And he put his mark or his seal on us. So when you also take an example of probably a car company that manufactures a vehicle, you will see that the purpose of that vehicle was to convey people from point A to point B. So the reason or the intention behind or the purpose behind the creation of that car or that vehicle was for it to be fulfilling that purpose of conveying people. When it fails to do that, it's not fulfilling its purpose. There is a purpose why guitar was made. It was made to produce sounds. When it is not producing sound, it's not fulfilling its purpose. Same thing with bands. Do you understand me? So anytime you see anything that is not fulfilling its purpose, a challenge is always there. So what is purpose? Purpose is the original intent and cause for the creation or existence of a thing. It is the original intent, what the creator have in mind before he made that thing. I know you have plans, I know you have so many things you want to do, but what is the purpose of the person that made you? And when you want to know purpose, you don't ask people, you ask the person that made that thing. If you want to know the purpose of this car, ask the one that manufactured it. If you want to know the purpose of Facebook social media, you need to ask Mark Zuckerberg that created it. When you want to know the purpose of a thing, you need to ask the person that created that thing to know its purpose. All right. So, like I'm saying, purpose is the original intent or cause of the creation or existence of a thing, the end for which the means exist, the desired result that initiates the production, the need that makes the manufacturer produce a specific product, the destination that prompts the journey, the expectation of the source, the objective of the subject, the aspiration for the inspiration, and the object one wills or resolves to have. Purpose, therefore, is the original intent in the mind of the creator that motivated him or her to create a particular item or object. So it is the why that explains the reason of its existence. Every product, like I said, is a child of purpose. In other words, before the product is made, there is purpose established in the mind of the manufacturer that gives conception to the idea that becomes the substance of the design and production of that product. Thus, purpose precedes production. All right. So, purpose is actually the key to life. It is the key to life. Without purpose, life has no meaning. There are millions of people today that are hovering all around without knowing their purpose, studying different things in school, probably studying law, but it's not what they are meant to fulfill. Studying different things, moving around, just trying to survive, but they're not fulfilling purpose. And we have a lot of people that have died without fulfilling purpose. You could live 969 years like Methuselah, and the only thing that we know that you lived, you never walked in purpose. And you could live like Jesus and died at the age of 33.5, and then he fulfilled purpose. Because one of the first things that a man must make sure that he discovers to live a life of fulfillment is to discover purpose. When you don't discover this purpose, you'll be living a frustrated life. Purpose is the master of motivation and the mother of commitment. Without purpose, you will never be committed to anything in your life. You will be like a pidgin in English that say anywhere benefits. Anything that happens today, you just go with it. Purpose is the source of enthusiasm and the womb of perseverance. You will keep at it because this is why you know that you were born. It is purpose that gives birth to hope and instills the passion to act. Without purpose, there won't be passion to do anything. It is the common denominator that gives every creation an element of distinction. When you discover purpose, there won't be need for competition because everyone will be fulfilling its purpose. The way I am now, everything that God needs me to fulfill my purpose is inside of me, is inherent. I don't need to wish to fly because it is not in me to fly. God have put the ability to fly inside birds and the likes of it. The ability to swim, they put it. The one that's given to me, God knows my purpose and he has built everything inside of me. So the guiding sense of purpose is more than the orientation toward it. It is more than anything you can imagine. So I want us to actually begin to pursue purpose. And this is where my teaching will be going on throughout this week. Every man must be able to pursue purpose. You first of all know why you are here. Very, very important. And then begin to pursue it so that you can fulfill it. And in fulfilling that purpose, to me, it is what success means. To me, it is not about having cars, having houses. Wonderful, I want to have them and I love them. But above those things, a man must be able to fulfill purpose. Because it is those purpose that gives life meaning. It is those purpose that gives life fulfillment. It is very important while you are chasing whatever thing you are chasing, that you make sure that it is in line with purpose. If it is not in line with purpose, at the end of the day, you will be frustrated. I am telling you this, and I want you to join our teaching this month every Saturday by 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 1 hour that can transform your life. because this year is becoming the best version of you, becoming the best of you. We are teaching in the month of June purpose, discovering your purpose, walking in purpose, living your God's dream, living the dream that God have in store for you. And I want you to join on Google Meet every single Saturday. Mark it in your calendar, same link. You will see me share it, and then join it every Saturday, and then be able to learn and then put your purpose into action. God bless you. Share this light your world.